fire, being a bum. Got our learning support assignment due today. And then we've only got our research project left. Just coming home from Jets. Going to the uni from Jets. Good little weight session. Kind of been contemplating a whole lot about yesterday. And yeah, I was kind of really disappointed in the end because I sort of with that run, it was sort of, I kind of wanted to go long and go hard and really sort of finish it off strong, but it just didn't happen. So I'm really sort of got to be conscious of nutrition now, because I've been sort of trying to lean down, eat salad, not eat shit. But then I found yesterday I had nothing, but then again I hadn't eaten for a while and I ran 26 kilometers. So the tailwind's good and all, but I still think I need to have some sort of fuel in my belly before I head off. And then maybe something even at that sort of 20k mark, I think. Yeah, that was kind of the point, the 20k mark, I think. So maybe a banana and some sort of high carbo kind of bar first up in the morning. And then I need something at, about 20 k's. Maybe even take a couple things even. Maybe something at 20 k's is like a bit of a hit. And then something at maybe 40 k's is a bit of a hit as well. I don't know what though, because you don't really feel like eating, but yeah, I think I really need something. I thought the tailwind was enough, but I don't know, maybe I'm not having enough of that. Maybe I need, so I took 3 yesterday, about 1 an hour. Yeah, maybe I need that 4th or the 5th. I need, something to chew on, I think. I might, I know there's those like goo, those Gatorade sort of goo, sort of blocky things. Or the Cliff Bar goo, I think, one of them. It's just sort of glucose in a little square. So I might get some of them, I think, for that sort of midway sort of chew. And then I think I'm looking at, maybe a clean bar, banana, first up in the morning. Yeah, so I'm kind of, almost already looking forward to next week so I can go for another run. But I'm thinking about doing a bit of a Brisbane Valley rail trail midweek. So I was online yesterday and I was stuffing around on booking.com for hotels. And there was a one at Ipswich for $10 for 2 nights, and I'm like, what? So I booked it. That's just a shitty little motel in the centre of Ipswich on a highway. But it's it came up as $10 for 2 nights in like a single room by yourself. And I'm like, surely something's you might not be able to hear us, buddy. It's a lovely little sunrise behind me. Yeah, probably 6 AM, Monday the 21st of September, 2020. Meditation, yoga on the beach. Just a bit of life contemplation. It's always good when the sun's popping up behind you like that. I'm really thinking about, I keep meditating and reflecting on the run I did on Saturday. Yeah, really kind of frustrated with it because I've been sort of doing this intermittent fasting thing, not eating a lot, feeling good, feeling lean, but then during that run I really sort of didn't have that energy after that sort of 2-hour mark. And I've been trying to do that 3-phase running too, so I've really been conscious, and especially with like the Garmin, with like the time, I was really conscious of like really going slow at the start. And then I think that got me more frustrated because I was like, well, I was going so slow at the start, why did I have no energy? But then I was doing a bunch of Googling yesterday and different things, and yeah, it's really sort of have to work out the nutrition, I think. So I think I have to go back to taking a bar or something with me on the run, because I'm doing that over 2-3 hours. You need that fuel. And then also fueling up beforehand. So maybe like having a banana, muesli and stuff before those big runs. Yes, I'm actually really thinking about doing maybe, I'm even thinking about doing it today or tomorrow. I really want to do it again. Because I kind of feel like, yeah, I've got to, I've got to sort of redo it. But legs and stuff are really stiff and sore, so won't be doing that tomorrow, Wednesday. Leave for Saturday again. It's a good way to do it. But yeah, it's just interesting that it's such a big part of my thought process at the moment. When I've got like the uni stuff and all that going on, I'm really conscious about this run. So a few things I was Googling yesterday was that it's more, you can almost sort of keep the same pace. If you maintain the same pace throughout, that's probably even better. I'm thinking if I maintain, like 6Ks, 6-minute Ks, that'll get me 5 hours. 7-minute Ks, that'll get me 6 hours. So somewhere between that is probably the pace I want to aim for. Where I was sort of doing that on Saturday and I felt good, like 7Ks I felt was slow at the start. So if I continue that, yeah, so we'll shower up now, go to the uni, hang out today. I don't really feel like doing anything today. A couple uni assignments due, the weekend just finished, research project now. I want to have a day or two before I get into that. Yeah, nice way to start the week, I think. GoPro. Tuesday, 22nd September at 6 AM. Oh, should start playing up there. Getting sort of real tight on top of the Achilles. So I don't know whether I've got the lace lock around the wrong way or whether it's sort of poking in too much. I might have to try and loosen. It's pretty secure up the top. But if I loosen that up a little bit and rotate the lace lock the other way, it might relieve some of that pressure. But yes, we went a little bit slower today. So about 7Ks in 41 minutes. I tried to really sort of do a pace thing. So activity, menu, training, history, activities. Yeah, so I tried to do like a steady pace. I was trying to keep like under 6 k's an hour for the whole thing, which I kind of did. So pace 551, max 176, average 156. So I think that's the key, try and keep that average under 160. And hold on, here we go, laps. Yeah, so 553, 556, 620. Yeah, so we try to keep it nice and even. And that's the GoPro. But yeah, sort of real, I don't know what it is, like right like on top of the ankle. It's really frustrating. And then it was sort of like that sort of sharp kind of pain too, so it's sort of it's just, yeah, really annoying. But other than that, now, yeah, heart rate under 97. So I think yeah, I think my whole idea of the 3-phase running might not be the best, because I think from what I can gather, if I'm going to be running in the heat, my body's going to overheat quicker and I'm going to tire and feel more exertion. So if I go too slow, I'm still going to get tired no matter how quick I'm going to go. So I'm not going to go quicker, but I'm not going to go like super slow. I'm not going to try and do the 3-phase running. It's going to be hard. What I'm going to try and do, what I can gather, is you just keep a consistent pace. So if I try and keep, my aim is for that 6. Then make it a 5-hour sort of thing. So if I aim for 6 as a goal and I do maybe 6:30 or under 7, at least that way, if I do 7, that's 6 hours. If I do 6, that's 5 hours, 5:30 in the middle. So we set the bar pretty high at 5 and then go from there. But yeah, even then I was trying to keep 6 k's an hour, and it was 6-minute k's. Bit of an effort. Like this morning's pretty sticky and hot, so I don't know whether that's going to be too ambitious. I think that's almost a good sort of training speed. So if I try and do all my runs from here on in at 6-minute k's, I think that gets the body used to going at that pace, and then sort of it's just sort of a constant thing. Even if I do these 5k, 6, 7k runs at that pace, and then do the 20, 30k runs at that pace, I think that'll probably be a good thing. Hey, buddy. Hey, GoPro! It is Wednesday, the 23rd of September, 2020. 8:06 a.m, buddy. 8:06 a.m. And we're driving back from the gym. Still not woken up. Had the alarm set at 5, had a coffee, did like just, I don't know, just for weights at the gym, but not really weights. Sort of had like, I lightened it up a little bit, just didn't really feel like it. But still did it. So we dropped everything down just a fraction, just sort of going through the motions really. Glad we did it. Feel good, feel pumped, but yeah, nothing really too fancy. It's Wednesday, so I think I mentioned to you last week, buddy, like after doing Sunday, Monday, Tuesday nights at work, I get pretty zonked on the Wednesday. It's because I sort of make that effort of getting up early before the sun comes up. And then if you're finishing work at 10, you're not in bed by till 11. So I'm probably getting at the most 6 hours sleep on those 3 days. I've been pushing myself pretty hard with the training, so yeah, Wednesdays I always get a bit zonked, so basically not really doing much today at all. So we'll go to the uni. Kind of got my head around the research project a bit more yesterday, and then even today I think I might just sort of start putting things together, just sort of start typing away at a page here and a page there, and checking out a journal article here and there and there. That's the best way to do it, just sort of slowly sort of tinker away. those days, GoPro. Just gotta push through these ones. But yeah, always feel good going to the gym, doing something, and then we can just sort of chill for today. So we want to eat healthy again today, so I want to go back to where I was at Talabudra. No, Shuganishk last week. Had like a good green smoothie and some sort of plate of beans or something. I don't know what it was. Some overpriced thing you get at a health food cafe, but it was actually nice, so I'll get that again today. Maybe treat myself a Halo top this evening. A little no sugar ice cream. And then, yeah, we'll probably maybe go for a good run tomorrow. Maybe another, might do that 7 again. And then, yeah, sort of building up for Saturday's big one. Oh yeah, buddy. I'm gonna go because this looks like weird traffic up here. See you, bud. GoPro. Thursday 24th September 2020. At 6 in the morning, 5:36 in the morning. Just did a 7k run, 43 minutes, pace at 6:07. So I kind of want to stay around 6. It's probably a little slower than I thought I would be. About 3-4 minutes off our best time for that Point Danger loop. I tried like a nutrition thing, so I tried like eating like this oat bar about an hour before I went for a run, and it was terrible. I had like cramps in the guts, and I just had to do like big poo then. So I don't know whether it was the bar or whether it was like something I ate yesterday, but usually I sort of don't eat anything and sort of just go for it, so might just be unused to it sort of thing. So I think that's the key, that we've got to try and get our body right to eat so we can have the fuel for these runs, but we've just got to try and work out what we actually need to be eating. So that oat bar wasn't, I thought it was good. Usually they're pretty nice, but it didn't really seem to work. I think maybe a banana. Maybe those sort of vegan bars seem to be good too, because they're sort of more natural and healthy and stuff. So I might look at maybe doing them again. Yeah, these shoes are weird. They're kind of, they're good, they're great. There's just one little spot that just seems to be rubbing on it, which is yeah, a little bit more than annoying. Oh well. We'll get through that, buddy. We'll get through that. So the good thing I think with that one was the heart rate stayed not too high. So I think the max I got was about 166, but because I was going a bit slower, it was in that sort of 140 range, which is probably a good thing as well. Yes, I think the other day it was like a bit hot and humid and we were sort of going harder. So obviously we're working harder. So all these like little factors you're sort of taking into account. Yeah, definitely won't be eating that oat bar on Saturday for our big run. I might have a banana before we go up, and I might maybe try and have those bars sort of at intermittent sort of stages throughout. So I'm thinking maybe 10 k's in, 20 k's in, have like one bar, have 2 bars, and then go from there. But my foot's like really sore like right on top of it. So I'm not too sure whether it's the shoe, whether it's the lace. Comfort wise underneath there, because it's just on top, it's just yeah, really, really rubbing. Oh. I'm sure we can work that out, buddy. Hey GoPro. Friday 25th September 2020, probably 6-ish. Oh, really good sort of meditation, yoga, a little bit of like push-ups, squats, abs and stuff. Just get the body movement for the day. A lot of reflection going on this morning, Jeffrey. Just sort of working out, life stuff. Like I used to come down here nearly every day weeks ago. Now I'm down here maybe once a week. It's kind of cool. It's like, from when I first started coming down here to now, it's been a fun little journey. Because I'm like really like a couple of weeks out of finishing uni. I'm doing a lot of reflecting. And even like I was at the 7-Eleven this morning getting a coffee, and the kid there, he's like, "Oh, so you're doing teaching, yeah?" I'm like, "Yeah, man." He's like, so I've like chatted to him a bit, and he's like, "Oh yeah, when did you work out you wanted to do that?" I'm like, "Oh, I had a couple of years ago." He's like, "Oh, you know, why, da da da?" And I'm like, "Oh, you know, you're sort of trying to work out what to do." And he's like, "Yeah, I'm 19. I don't know whether I should go up north and do this or stay here and do this." I'm like, man, I almost felt like that weird sort of old man giving a young kid advice. I was like, "You're never going to regret a life decision." He's like, "What?" I'm like, "Man, even if you go up north and you work for a year and it's not for you and you come back, you're still going to have that experience." He's like, oh yeah. I'm like, "Yeah, it might not be what you thought it was. You might be in debt. You might, you know, but you're still going to have that experience." He's like, oh yeah, never thought about it that way." But I think that kind of made me sort of reflect on myself as well. Like, yeah, I've made choices, but you don't regret those experiences. Even the ones that probably weren't the best decision to go for. But yeah, I'm kind of getting my head around this research project. So it's like, boom, what are you actually researching? Okay, so what? So I've kind of got to work that out. So it's like, what are you actually researching? It's a perceived retention of phys ed content later in life. Why are you doing that? To promote sustainable physical activity behaviour. What's the problem then? Well, kids are inactive. And if those kids are inactive, those kids are probably going to be inactive as adults. So if we establish what works as an adult, why not promote that when you're a child? Now we just got to write that into 20,000 words, GoPro. I know. Pretty simple task, isn't it? It makes sense in my head, just like structuring it. Yeah, so I've given myself this week, I've given myself, I think that's just sort of mindful way of going about the day, rather than smashing for 8 hours every day, all-encompassing research projects. I did first semester and got burnt out. So okay, get up, work out, go to the uni, clock in for 4 or 5 hours and then clock out. Like mentally. And that's the best way to do it, which I have been doing the last couple of weeks, and it worked. Those couple of assignments, it worked on like practice and GTPA, clock in, clock out. Yeah, otherwise, yeah, I think that's sort of 4 or 5 hours at the most for a block. It's the most you can kind of do. Yeah, so it's come around pretty quick. So we had probably not our best run last Saturday. It's kind of like weird though, in hindsight, I was good for 20 k's of it. And then I think because I tried to increase and push when I didn't have the fuel and I probably didn't have the thing, that's why I hit like the wall. So it's almost like instead of increase and pushing, we're looking at just having that sustained holistic effort. So instead of going at 7 k's an hour, aiming to go at 6:30 an hour, then 6. Like even yesterday I was going just over 6, and that was enough for pace. So I think I'll start out just going along. If I go 6:30 to 7, I'll be happy with that. Almost thinking I might even loop down to Greenmount to start off. Usually I go here, I go left. Yeah, but I think if I loop down the green now, I've got to get used to doing that sort of coolie stretch. So I'm going to do that. For this run. So if I'm used to that, there's no sort of surprises to go from. But yeah, so we won't be having that oat bar in the morning. We'll have the banana and we'll have a clean bar. I'm almost thinking I want to read the back of an Up and Go, because I'm thinking that could almost be a good fuel to start the day. It's the milk, it's the protein, it's the carbs. Yeah, so I just wanted to see if it's got too much fibre or fat, we won't do it, but that might be a pre-running fuel. Yeah, really looking forward to tomorrow. Really looking forward to concentrating nutrition. And yeah, what I found yesterday on that timing watch, rather than every minute or two looking down at it, look at it when it beeps. That's the best way to do it. Yeah, I was too focused last week on my pace. So I was like every minute, like looking at it. And that's more the thing, just like try and get in the flow, and then if it buzzes, it buzzes. Hey buddy. Morning GoPro. Saturday 26th September 2020. Just did 30 k's. Like I feel good. Redemption GoPro. Last week I felt shit, even though I did 26. So we did 30 k's, 3 hours 14. Had a great breakfast. Remember this GoPro, remember it. Half a white bread roll covered in Vegemite. Clean bar lemon BCS. Chocolate Up and Go 500 mils, a banana, and some energy chew goo things from Cliff Bar. So we got up about 2:30, had that about 3ish, and then we went for our run just after 4. So the first couple k's of the run, didn't drink, had a little bit of a stitch from the food. So I think I probably got to wait a little bit longer than an hour to actually eat. So we did about just over an hour after eating. Probably got to go that hour and a half. But yeah, I did the 30, had the tailwind regularly, 5 minutes, felt good. Even did point danger. And then around here, just finished off the 30 k's. But I kind of want to be in the position where 30 k's, okay, I know I'm going for 50, so I could have plowed along, But baby steps at a time. So today we did 30. We'll go for next week. Probably aim for 35 next week. So if we go 35 next week, 40, 45, and they're on point. But yeah, everything kind of worked today. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but really shows you the value of having that breakfast in the morning. Wasn't as hot today, so perceived exertion wasn't as hard. However, oh, it's still an effort. And there were parts when I really went quick when I wasn't even planning to. So last time I went religiously, I was like looking, I was probably too concerned with the time. So every sort of 30 seconds, minute, I was looking at the time. Whereas this one, I just sort of zoned out and ran, and then sort of it buzzed every kilometre, told me the pace, buzzed every 5 minutes, told me to drink. And I sort of realised, okay, there was a couple of times up to 7, a couple of times down to 6. But I tried to keep that sort of 6:30 pace the whole time through, which really sort of got me through. I yeah, feel pretty good. Okay, buddy, we'll talk to you another time.